Look, I think as a coach, you need to be able to adapt your work with a different person who is come across your way. I have some an amazing, talented athletes. Like I don't know if you hear, for example, I can look at the moment. Like in terms of competitor, I have between amateur and pro a roster of around 30 fighters who compete. So, and everyone is different. You have some similarity, people who are more talented, but you need to understand the approach, and you need to understand even the moment when some athlete is getting through, because a 18 years old confident fighter is completely different than a 30 years old fighter who have been through some things and in life and in sport. So look, I think the percentage it is mentally, and I explain you why, like in my opinion 70-80% mentally, because when you work harder and you know you well deserve and you have done everything in your power to be the better fighter, this is where you feel safe in your mind, and you feel confident. Is a lot of fighters, they know they didn't push through to the camp how they should, and you can tell at the end of the day you almost feel who deserve the most. Sometimes this sport is it's
It's unforgiving.
unpredictable, yeah, but you it's give you that more like confidence when you know you have training hard, and you deserve it, you've been through hell to get there. So yeah, I think that's I think is in the coach able to take the talent athlete and put him in and stimulate him, because uh, you can't treat everyone the same. You need to, so I try to explain that the game, my game, who I give to the beginner, who the fighters who they just start competing, it's almost the same with small adjustment, because for win the fights you need to do that. Okay, you need to be able to have this criteria. You need to be able to stand up in any circumstance with your opponent. You need to be able to take someone down, because if you say, okay, I love striking and I want to bang and stand, but how many times you see someone, an amazing striker in MMA, it's no one, because they can't defend one takedown. So you need to be comfortable in every area, and this is where you see the best striker in MMA when they take their takedown defense. Uh, they work on the scramble. The cage wrestling is amazing. They are able and free to work their striking and show the best version. So yeah, that's what I think. And I have some great talent coming up. Actually, coming now on my mind, like is an 18 years old guy, Tito Carle. He's an amazing grappler. He actually grappler with some of the best even UFC fighters, and he was 17, 16, and he won. And he have his amateur debut. Uh, he was against a guy 3-1 with 20 kilo heavier. And this is another thing I want to say. In my opinion, some coaches, because they really care about their student, they try to give them the right fights, and so amateur and pro are different things. It's almost it's similar sport, but it's like different. And when you're amateur, so every amateur should be ready in every aspect. And I seen amateur, for me, one fight and 10 amateur fights, I treat them the same. Why? I seen often like, oh, do you have some fighters? Yes. What his record? Ah, no. Do you have someone? No. Like I almost, I'm like, I think all my fighters have always fight with a guy or opponent with a positive score better than them, because uh, amateur, you need to get through the adversity. You need like almost win or lose. For me, is not what matter. You need to put yourself in the most uncomfortable situation so you can grow and you understand. Okay, I want to turn pro. I'm ready now. Because if you didn't face that adversity, at the end of the day, you know who you have fought, you know who what you have been through, and at the end of the day, you pay that, and so and pro is different because when I say MMA professional, you are a pro, so you should be um, uh, like that's the hard part, but should be almost your profession. But we know MMA, sadly, it's really hard sport on that. A lot of fighters are working, study, and training 5 6 hours per day. So